It's Friday, and it's time for Cab Corners. I'm your man, Bad Chad, and Queen Jolene's on the camera. We thought we'd just try to make you laugh a little bit. I tried to do the moonwalk. Anyways, that was years ago. We used to try to do all that stuff, even the bicycle. Just a little touch of Jackson there. Anyways, just as foolish as a grasshopper in a chicken house. I can't do that. Shut her down. I can't go with that. Holy smokes. Anyways, we're going to do the Cab Corner. And I'm your man, Bad Chad, and Queen Jolene's on the camera. Just take all that stuff I just did and erase it from your brain that you've seen that. Basically, this is going to finish the cab off, the Cab Corner, and I'm not going to buy them. I'm going to make them. I'm going to make them. So what I see going on here is I have this shape and I have this shape, which is it would be kind of something else to make. Like it'd be kind of hard to make. It would take you probably a long time if you had a big machine to make that shape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make it out of a couple shapes, so I can make it quickly. I got a spot here down the bottom where the rocker is. I'm kind of rattled after that beginning, so just bear with me. It's been a long time. I got this flat spot here, and I've got a little tiny bit of a roll here. I'm thinking I can get that out of one piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to about here and up to wherever this distance is here. I'll probably do the exact same distance probably. And then I'll make this shape. Let's do that first. Let's take a measurement and go for it. So I'm basically, I've been thinking about it, but I have not come up with the full plan how to make it yet. And I think my best bet is to do it out of two pieces. I don't really want to do this piece and then do a piece down here because I'll be in the same predicament as actually is doing this all the way down to there. If I try to do this in one piece around here, I'll be in the same predicament. But if I can go, get half my shape here and half my shape here and have the corner and bring these two pieces together, I might be a little better off maybe. So 27 1/8, 27, so we're just like 1/8. Okay, so 27 is going to be the mark. How wide? I'm going to go this wide. I'm going to have some distance in between the door. I haven't got any distance there yet. I'm going to cut that with a zip cut. If I make it 4.5, that will leave me almost a 1/4 inch for door gap. And then I got another, let's make it 4.5. And then we're going to have to do, we need to bend in. I was thinking about putting round stock all along here, and lay my metal on top of that. But once I got thinking about it, I'd have to weld this piece of metal to the round stock all the way down there, and then I'd have to weld the round stock all the way to the post down there. I'd rather not do that. What I'm thinking is I'd rather bend a 90 on a piece of metal. This is what I'm thinking, bend a 90 on that piece of metal, and then I would put it in the shrinker, and I'd get this shape, because I could shrink it and get that shape and bring it down to here, and I could roll that around with my hand. This piece over here, that's going to be another thought in the brain. So let's go with 4.5 and 1 inch bend. And the reason I'm saying 1 inch bend, it's hard to bend in a 1/2 inch on a brake. So, what is the length? I've got a 28 and I've got a 27.5. 27.5, 27.5. We'll do it this way then. So I said I was going to do, I'd like to have a straight edge. That's the straight edge there. We'll go with 4.5's our piece. 4.5's our piece. And it's time. So we'll go inch for the bend. It's 5.5. 5.5. So I'm going to cut it at 5.5. 4.5 is the bend. So I'm going to bend it. I have to bend it an inch, I don't think. Let's take off 1/4. Take off 1/4 inch. Draw a straight line. Yeah, there used to be a day when old Chetty likes to like breakdancing. That was a long time ago. She asked me if I could do the worm, and I said, well, sure I can do the worm. I don't know how good I can do it, probably about as good as I can do the moonwalk and good as I can do the bicycle, you know. It's been a long time. But that's, you know, time gone by. Now I'm going into body work, doing building cars. I need to get a extension cord rocking and rolling here. I've lost my way thinking back there. I don't want to go back there, not even a little bit. Babe, we haven't gone out for a dance for a long time, have we? Long time, haven't gone out for a dance. That stuff is kind of slowed right back. Old dancing has. The old COVID took that right away. New pair of gloves today. New pair of gloves. Let's cut this piece here. I could take that down the shear and cut that. Probably be my best bet. Cut it with a zip cut. Let's take down the shear. I'm gonna put a cab corner on this bad boy today. She's gonna be a truck. She's gonna be a truck. I'm a car guy, but I like trucks. I'll bring that back because I'll need it. Excuse me, Fina. Fina Bobina. I should have cut this little end off. And as you can see, old Queen Jolene runs the camera. She don't let me get off with much. No, I'm not shutting it down. Just keep rocking. Huh? Nope, not shutting it down, she said. So I had to keep rocking. Had to pull it together. I'm going to do a 3/4 inch bend. That's the only way possible that we can get the show on every day, is to do it the way we do it. And I think it's a good idea to make it live. You know, just because you get the reel. You get the reel. What I mean by the reel is you get to see how long it takes and what I had to do to make it what it is. I'm going to 90 this. It's a good 90. Now, let's go back over. Let's get her step on and get this done. Get this done. Okay, now, as you can see, we're not fitting. We're going to have to see. You can see how it's close here in the center. We got a big shape to make. So let's go to the shrinker. Let's go to the shrinker. The shrinker is the one with the teeth that got a gap in them. It's the one that got the gap in them because it bites down and pulls together. And it's going to bring my panel. It would be nice that I had this out and about so I could, but you gotta go just easy on this thing because it'll really take off on you. It will. Just doing a little bit. And I started on the center of this thing too. I don't know why. I don't know if there's a reason for it or not, but I do. I start in the center. Don't like that when that happens. basically trying to get the shape of the door in the post. And you thought I was going to buy these. Now you can see what kind of thing I got going on there. It's quite a shape. You just, doesn't take much. Why does it seem like I'm short? We need a little bit more. No, I'm not short. Well, I am short, but let's just put it up there again. I just want to see it again. I want to see it again. Just a little bit more. We'll say this is the bottom because it's not fitting exactly the way I want it to. Don't take much. When they're working good, that is. Stop it. Woo, 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 woo. Not bad. Someone look on this side. Come look at this side, sweetheart, if you can. You can see the distance in there. And see the distance in there where that has to go? It's hitting all the way up along here. Yes, it is. You see it now? See the distance down in there? All right, instead of me going and, that's what I'm going to do. Open the door. And the reason I'm going to open the door is because if I take and try to bend that more so that fits down there, when I cut some of this lip off, it's going to be in too close. So basically I'm going to open the door, see if I got the same shape as the door. If I got the same shape as the door, I can curl just a little bit more. And you can see where I curl just a little bit more. There's a gap in there. Better try it. Now, not bad. Not bad at all. Just a little bit. Sometimes you're probably watching thinking, what is he going for? But just sometimes I see something that I feel like needs a little bit more, basically. And sometimes it may not. It might be just fine. But when I'm down looking at it and I'm doing it quickly, or trying to do it quickly, I'm feeling like it needs. I'm happier with that. Very much happier with that. Now what I need to do is, door shut. I got a little lip. I got this in a little bit further, stuck it there a little bit, but this piece of round rod's in a little bit compared to the door skin, so if I weld that on there, I should be fine with the distance there. So basically, I need this here, I need this distance here cut all the way along my piece. Not sure how I'm going to do that yet. Well, I'm going to do like I always do. Look at it and draw it. So I can see that I got a distance there, and I got bigger down the bottom. Take these glasses off for now. bigger down the bottom here. That might have to be shoved in, I'm not sure. I'm going to try it. I'm going to cut it with a zip cut. I'm going to try it. Now, where this door is set where it's set, in all honesty, I'd rather have this piece of metal shoved in a little bit further than the door. And the reason being is, when it comes time to fill the truck out, I'd rather put, if this is stuck out further than the door, then I got to put, if I'm going to make the truck fit the best it can, I'd want this piece in further, because if I had to put fill on something, I would not want to put the fill on the door because the door edge would get thicker. If this is in closer than the door, I can put some fill on this part and build it up to the door. So basically, when you would, like I've said before, when you adjust doors and you're putting doors on, you adjust them in and you get them the best you can, you're best to have it, the door, out far as you can get it. So if you have to apply filler to block them together to make them feel good, then you can put the filler on this side, because when you open the door, you look at the edge of the door and you can tell that that's a nice door. It's not been fixed. You look down the bottom, it's got a thickness to it. It's been fixed. If I adjust the door out far enough and this piece is in further, I put the fill on this. When I open the door, I can't tell if there's fill on this part of the cab corner. I cannot tell because I do not know what the thickness is supposed to be, because the door edge is what you're looking at. In here would be, oh, that must be factory, basically. So when you adjust your door, make sure you adjust your door all the way out so you do not have to put the fill on the door to, I don't know what you call that, when you're blocking your doors and making so everything's straight. You're line blocking, I guess. You're blocking your quarter panels with your door. You would want the door farthest out so you can put the fill on the quarter panel. Said that a couple times, but that's okay. Now, did I take some shape away from myself? I might have. I did. I took some shape away. I took some shape away because the metal was shrunk. I shrunk the metal on the edge, so now I got to go back in and shrink it again on this edge, if you know what I'm trying to tell you. The edge that I shrunk the metal, I cut it off, so it kind of sprung back on me. So I'm going to have to do it again. And I'll probably end up doing it again. Starting in the middle. It's gonna fall. Okay, she bent her back a little bit there. Back in order. Well, a little bit. I'm going to cut the top of that off. Got a little bit I got to cut off in the top so that cut some off them. Gotta get some more bend in that. I gotta cut a little more off of this piece right there. Too much bend on it. I gotta bend some more in this bottom in. This bottom's gotta go in a little ways. And then I'm gonna probably end up cutting more of the shrunken metal off. If that was right up beside me, probably be nice, wouldn't it? Now we're talking. Now we're cooking with gas. Got a little gap going on there. Not bad. I don't like my gap that's going on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the best gap I can, and then I'm going to probably have to cut it and tweak it a bit to make it the best it can be. So now I'm not bad there whatsoever. Not bad. I'm going to clean some metal off this edge, flapper wheel. Nothing too hard going on here yet. Just a flat piece of metal, bent an edge on it, and shrunk it a little bit on the edge. It's nothing too major going on here yet. Not that someone else couldn't do it. Alrighty. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. I like it. A little more. Remember what I said? I do not want this out further than the door. The doors, basically I want to take it in as tight as I can. So I'm going to take a little bit more off up here, a little more. I want to take a little more off in there so I can get around that round stock that's up top. See what I can get here. It's going to take me a minute, but that's what it does. We're looking pretty good as far as how that feels. But like I said, if I have to do any filling whatsoever, I want this in further than that. I want to take a little more. Might have to put it on the shrinker again. The reason being is the metal that I've shrunken, I've just sanded away probably. It's not bad. All right, let's take a little more off down here. Let's do a little more shrinking here. Got a little bit of a lip left. Get it in there. Looking good. Looking real good. Need a hammer. Stuff that gwin all the way. That feels good. That's what I'm looking for right here, this stuff. I'm not caring about anything right now other than that. We have a little bit of a difference in gap going on. You can see I got I'll have a nice gap going down so far, and then I'm going to have to fix that. What I'm going to do is, oh, she's way back there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that, and I'll have to bang that back before. This probably what's going on is this is exactly what's going on. They put a door skin on the bottom of that, and they overlapped it and made it wider. So I can make a nice door gap right down from here all the way to about here, and then it starts to hit the door, and it's because they put another skin on there and went over and overlapped it, and now I've got no gap to push that over where I want it to be. So I might zip cut the edge of that door off and get this over a little bit further so I have a nice line. So I got a good door from here to there, and I can get a good door gap that far, but it hits the bottom of the door. So we know what's going on there. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to sand it back or cut it off. Let's cut it off. Took me a second, but no harm, no foul. That won't hurt nothing. Gonna fix it anyways. Now I can get a good door gap on that. When I replace this part of the door, then I'll make sure that I make the door gap go with the rest of it. So now I don't have to mess with it all. That makes me happy. Good. Now I'm gonna plunk this on up here. Man, that fits good. I'm going to plunk that on down there, and I'll bend it as I go. And I can play with this panel like this. It's only, 4.5 inches wide, so I can play with that little bit around here, and then we'll have to play with the other piece to make them come together to weld them down the center. All right, I'm going to clean this edge off. And the reason I clean that all off, because I got to weld, when I weld this, put this on up front, or on around the corner here, I got to have this cleaned off when I put that on. So let's get that back on there again. And I will make sure that I do it one more time. All right. I'm good with that. Or I think I am. Just leave it be. I can actually probably work that all the way down. Just put our hat on. Alrighty. Stop it. Beautiful. Beautiful you are, Joey. Beautiful. I'm going to put this bad boy on the bottom. I think I'm going to push it in just a little bit. And the reason being, I'm going to grind that, and there should be a little ledge there, maybe. That's good. I'm going to pull that over. Like yay. Give yourself a little bit more. It's my door gap I want. I'll weld it right here. And I'm going to mess with that around the corner. I'm going to mess with that around the corner. I'm going to go inside and tack it so I can push that around the corner a little bit. Might be harder than I think. Nothing to it. Have a little bit of confidence in yourself. Bye. All right, I'm going to put a little tack of weld down along here. Look, I didn't get it cleaned up far enough. Damn it. I'm going to tack it here because I'm going to start trying to shove this bad boy around the corner here a little bit, and I don't want this to pull off and go out of shape. All right. I want to take and cut this down, I think, a little bit. And I want to push this corner around a little bit. Push it right there. I get the weld up a little high on that, but I can grind it off, obviously. Now, I might have to shrink that, I'm not sure, but we will see. All right, we got a nice gap. Got that nice this going on. It's going on nice. Let's try it. Actually, not sure if I want to weld that on there, if that's too much. Don't look like it. I might have to shrink that. I might have to. Not sure. Because this is puckering out on me. Let's get a hammer and dolly and start trying to bend it around a little bit. See what happens. Because we're going to try to make that come together. Shut this off. Like I said before, everything on this truck is subject to a hammer. And I mean everything. The dolly does not have to be behind what you're hitting, as long as the dolly is behind the metal holding it so you can hit it and it's not bouncing back and forth on you. I'm definitely not a pro with a hammer and a dolly, but I use them when I have to. Oh, that weld broke off. That's fine. Let's tack that weld back on. Seems like it's out too far. I'm gonna have to get another piece of metal in there to really know what's going on. I might even have to cut this back further. Who knows? I don't know yet. It's all up in the air. It goes around there nice because I have something to connect it to, but I have a really sharp bend right here. It's going to be an odd piece. I'm going to try to get this around further. I want to try to get this around further. Quite a bit further, I think. I'm not sure. Don't be. Let's make another piece. Now see, this is cutting around faster than this. I'm thinking I'm going to have to shrink it there, pull that around. Well, I pretty well know I'm going to have to. This is kind of stuck out here quite a ways. This is turning already. This is not. The reason it's not is because it needs to be shrunk there, obviously, because it's puckering. We got this shape going, and we're trying to get this shape going. We got this shape up here. I don't want to hit it too much, to be honest with you. I don't want to bruise it up too much. Just kind of wonder if I should shrink it now or after. I probably should shrink it now, and the reason being, well, let's get another piece of metal going there. I don't know what's going on this present second, but we'll figure it out as we go. Straight edge on the back. Got a straight edge going on here. Wish that wasn't curled up on me, but. Maybe you should grab some tape, would be nice. I'm gonna go with this top piece because it's fitting good there. I'm going to bring this piece down on there, on the straight edge. Now, you know what I'm going to do. Probably wouldn't have hurt to make it a little bit big. So what I'll do when I trace it onto the metal, I'll leave the black line because the black line is going to make it a little bit bigger. Wow. I hope I'm a little bit long. I know I am. I'm a little bit long. That's good. Let's do this. Get the gloves off and wipe that metal off. So we have two straight edges. We got this one and that one. We're going to use them. Let's cut it. Let's cut it. Flapper the sharp stuff off. Alrighty. Let's go into the metal station in here and see if we can't get a roll on this that is to be desired. On the bottom here, it's got quite a roll. Does it not? Oh, it does. Just trying to roll the bottom part a lot tighter than the top part, because that's what we have. Didn't like that sharp roll I just put in. I'll fix it. Got quite a sharp roll down there, trying to get it sharp. Fit this bad boy. That's actually not coming together too bad, to be honest with you. I'm going to cut the bottom off. Wow. Cut this off. I wonder if I see, there's a hard shape right there, or it's a tight shape. What's going on there? Stop it. Just going to go in there and play a little bit more with this shape, I guess. Trying to make something I can work with. This down here, lying right. I'm gonna take some more off the back side of this. It's not bad around that corner. Then we just have to bring them two corners together. I can bring that together. Take a knock this off. Gonna use my hammer and round this up a little bit. Come over here. Just want to round that in there a little bit. Still have that. I'm getting a little bit shy up there. I don't want to get too shy. That'll work. Some of that needs to be cut off still. Get it right there and see what happens. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tack that on there, and then I'm going to bring it together. See what happens. Alrighty. Nothing is fitting really good yet, but if I don't tack it on and go for it and start trying to bring it together to feel good or look good, I could play with it all day, and tomorrow, and the next day. I'm not going for that. We're not going for that. I'm going to put it on. Tag it. Now I want to see where I have to cut it off down the bottom down here to make myself happy. We can always slice a new line down through the back of that. Yes, we can. Right, I'm going to shove that on right there because that's where I need that to match up. Good. Now we've got two pieces of metal that are not fitting. Let's make them fit. Just going to push this on the back. So basically I got this piece of metal on, that piece of metal on. I got them each fitting on. I got this one fitting on this edge. I got this one fitting on this edge, and I'm going to bring those two pieces together. Not exactly sure yet, but just tacking this on. I can run. Nope, don't want that to. Alrighty, I'll tack it on down there because it probably looks not bad. It's going to hold up a second. I don't have to tack that on right yet. Yeah, it would be nice to get the like that, like that. Put a little well down there and grind that around. Maybe. Might want to come out a little bit on that. Now let's make this fit. Let's take this off. The reason I take that off because I want to lay this one in and lay this one over top of it. Maybe I can slice them together and butt weld them together. That's what I'm thinking. Stop it. Fits good. That's excellent. Now I'd want to grind that down nice. So let's do this. Let's get a couple long clamps and we'll go in there and see if we can pry that together and just see what happens, you know. If I can get it going together, if I can pull this one out, get that one going in. This one's going to have to be cut. I basically know that, but I'm going to clamp it first. Sorry, sweetheart. I'm going to clamp it first. See if we can clamp it together. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Come on. Guess that wasn't it. Ah, that's gonna work. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna clamp, that looks good. I'm gonna clamp this. I'm gonna clamp this to get this going, clamping this together here. Let's just do it. And then we'll run it down wherever the buckle is, that's where we're gonna shrink it. All right, let's clamp her up. I'm just going to clamp it. I'm just going to tack it together first. And the reason being is I'm going to cut it apart anyways. But I want it to hold. Get down into the buckle. It's looking good now. It's a coming. All right, it's time to cut. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut on the biggest buckle, and the biggest buckle's right there. Let's cut her. And I'm okay with cutting it because I can weld it back together. All right, might have to do it a couple times. Who knows? Nope, I like that. I'm gonna put together a little tighter though. Now, all this cab corner here can be played with a hammer and a dolly after. I'm gonna run my zip cut down through it. There we go. Awesome. Beautiful. You are enjoying. And I am not joking. And I am not joking. No. Let's go up a little bit further. Awesome. Now, you can see how that's going to want to be zip cut again. Obviously, just want to know if I want to push that in. That's just so that won't take off. Let's get our bottom piece in. That's looking really good. That's looking really good. Love it. That's looking really good. Very happy with that. Very happy with that. I was quite, didn't know. I did not know. Why is that? Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I spoke too soon. Let's put that back together. See if it's flush. Oh, I'm going to tack that back together. I want to tack it back. I'm going to change hands here. My I actually want to, I don't want to get it in too far. I can knock it out, I guess, after I knock. That's what I can do. I'll just pry it in there, and then I can go inside. If I can get at it, I can, and then I'll just tap it out. I'm going to take this down just a bit. So I can get at that. Beautiful. You are, Jolene, you're beautiful. Nice little flush there. Just gonna go on the inside, knock it out a little bit. See that coming out flush? Did you pick that up with the camera? Ooh, you're a badass. Just going to tap this. I'm just going to squeeze it with this, just as easy. And tighter. Now, I am very happy with that. Very happy with that. I'm very happy with that. Now I got to try to do the exact same thing on the other side. I don't know if it's going to be that. Where this is together like this, I can well, I probably will zip cut that and butt weld it together all the way down there. So I can, when I grind it off, I can grind it off nice and flush. I will take the flapper wheel. I will knock all this stuff down to the round stock down there. I will not weld it on like that. I'll weld it on and hold it on. But I really want to get it down so when I weld it, I can grind the weld off so I can have my line again. So there's too much metal there, so I grind that down a little bit. I'll take my zip cut, go there first. Let's do one. Show you exactly what I'm going to do so you know. Going to go on the inside. Oh. Make sure that that's out far enough so I can weld it together. Or I wanted to weld it together. You can see how I've flushed that off. Really nice. Just went in and hit it on the side of the just knock there out a little bit more. Got it held now. Let's come along here. And that's what I'll do. I'll just follow that metal all the way down. Now you can see I got it cut on the back side. And I'll just do that all the way down and just keep tapping it so it's out flush, and it'll turn out amazing. Awesome, absolutely awesome. It's got a good shape to it too, real good shape. Not as good as you, baby, but it's got a good shape. So we got a round and coming down. We can do the exact same thing on the back. If you want to do that. Not sure. It feels so good there. I'm not sure if I need to or if I want to or what I want to do, to be honest with you. All right, everybody, thanks a lot for coming back. I appreciate it. The truck is really coming along now. We can see what it's going to look like. The rockers turned out absolutely awesome. Jolene came up and helped me put the fenders on this morning. I wanted to see if the rockers fit well. They fit awesome. The rockers look good. We got the rockers on both sides. It kind of slowed us down to put the rockers on it so we could put a cab corner on it. I'll sell you them cab corners. I'm putting them up for sale. That's not true. But we got both sides completed on the rockers. We got both fenders put on. They fit fantastic. Now we have the cab corners to do, and then the cab will be completed once we get the cab corners on. So I'm going to work on this cab corner here. I'm getting it butt welded on, getting it tight and right and all that sort of stuff. But as you've seen how I did that, I did not have anything that I made that exactly fit that. I had to work it a bit, and this is what I come up with, is to do 2 pieces going down. There's quite a bit of welding going on there. I got to weld all this, got to weld all this, got to weld all this, all that, all that. So there's going to be, there's some time in each side, and what I see is a cab corner per day, I guess, by the time you weld it, cut it, and butt weld it, and grind it, and finish it, and basically that's what I see. But thanks for coming back. I appreciate it. If you like what you saw, throw a like in, throw a comment in, share if you like, and tell your friends to subscribe. All we're doing is building custom cars and having a good time doing it. And if you pick up something that you like, take it. And if there's something that you don't like, make sure you don't do it. Thanks for coming back, everybody. Oh, wipe the moonwalk out of your memory. Goodbye.